Taking another lap, the head of Bristol Motor Speedway hopes to convince Nashville's new mayor and council to bring NASCAR to Nashville Fairgrounds. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Carrie Sharp.
And I'm Rory Johnston. The project had the support of former Mayor John Cooper, but it stalled this summer as he and the last council left office. Well, our investigative reporter Ben Hall takes a closer look at that deal and its relationship to a deal that brought a super speedway to neighboring Wilson County more than 20 years ago.
There was a lot of celebrating back in April of 2001.
I've been to many racetracks that this is going to be outstanding.
Dover Downs showed off its brand new $125 million racetrack in Wilson County, called the Nashville Super Speedway. Days later, it hosted its first race, the Pepsi 300, in front of nearly 50,000 fans.
It's terrific. I think it's a wonderful idea. Everybody's having a great time.
Years of negotiation led to Wilson County issuing $26 million in bonds to pay for infrastructure like sewer lines to the remote speedway. But the county required the developer to protect taxpayers by signing this letter of credit.
Are taxpayers on the hook if something goes wrong?
Taxpayers are not on the hook, and of course the people that made the deal long before I got there made a good deal.
Wilson County's current mayor, Randall Hutto, says that letter of credit means taxpayers have never had to cover bond payments when revenue from the track slowed. They're paid by the developer, which was critical in later years.
It's a sad day. I mean, there's no question about that.
When the track closed.
It is a big, big deal to have. It keeps our taxpayers free and clear of any debt that they should not be incurring.
2 years ago, Dover, along with the Wilson County track, was sold to the same company that now wants to bring NASCAR to the Nashville Fairgrounds.
So could Nashville get a similar letter of credit in this deal?
Well, that was a very different deal. I wasn't involved. That was done in 1999. Our company wasn't involved.
Jerry Caldwell with Bristol Motorsports says he had no part of that Wilson County deal. But he is now negotiating with Nashville to expand the old racetrack at the fairgrounds so that it can host NASCAR Cup races.
We understand and respect that this new mayor and new council will want to put their fingerprints on a deal.
The deal that stalled this summer allows Bristol Motorsports to lease the old fairgrounds racetrack for 30 years and then use bonds to expand and upgrade the facility so it can host NASCAR races. If revenue from the track does not cover those bond payments, taxpayers must make up the shortfall.
If there is a shortfall, then Metro somehow makes up for that shortfall.
40 to 50% of the current deal is guaranteed by our rent. So there's already that guarantee. Again, this is a partnership, 50-50.
Caldwell says it's wrong to compare the fairgrounds proposal with the Wilson County deal. Metro owns the fairgrounds. In Wilson County, the developer owned the land. Also, the fairgrounds racetrack is in disrepair and needs $40 million just to fix. Plus, he says Metro would share in profits from events at the racetrack in ways Wilson County did not.
Look at it from our side. We're going to operate a facility for 30 years with a Metro government. It's their property, but we're willing to commit to it for 30 years. We need to know that we're partners in this. We need to know that we both have interest in making sure that this thing can work.
If they want to give us the same letter they gave Wilson County, I'm all in.
Councilmember Sherry Weiner supports bringing NASCAR to the fairgrounds and voted in favor of the proposal as chair of the Fair Board. She was very supportive of a protection like what Wilson County received.
I love that. I love that. Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to that at all.
In May of last year, an independent review of the racetrack proposal concluded the racetrack would likely require the use of Metro's general funds to meet its financial obligations. After that report, Bristol increased its rent payments. The Convention and Visitors Corporation increased its contribution to the project to $17 million, on top of $17 million from the state. A new review found the finances worked, but taxpayers remain on the hook if revenue falls short.
If you're assuring us it's such a great deal, why not just remove that obligation from the deal?
It's because this is a partnership. So we're guaranteeing already half of it, and then we're also bringing these major events to town.
The biggest of the proposed events are regular NASCAR Cup races. But NASCAR does not normally make long-term deals.
How can you guarantee that there will be races there over the 30-year term of this lease?
So we've been in business for over 60 years and always had races at our racetracks and have a wonderful working relationship with NASCAR.
What would you say if someone is concerned that there is not a written agreement?
And that's why we put in the contract, if we can't bring that race, basically we still have to pay the tax revenue.
Wilson County went nearly 20 years before getting a NASCAR Cup race. Caldwell says there are just too many differences to compare the two tracks and promises this deal is good for Nashville.
But how confident are you taxpayers would never have to make up the shortfall?
We're very confident. It's the reason we got into this deal.
Caldwell says he will bring the racetrack issue up with new Mayor Freddie O'Connell when the time is right. But this issue, which generates strong feelings on both sides, is not going away. Ben Hall, News Channel 5 investigates.